Hey babes, my name's Hannah.
And my name's Chasity.
Welcome back to Bookish Babes. Our video today is popular BookTok books that we feel like are actually worth the hype. I could have swore we filmed a video like this. Maybe we didn't.
We might have. I don't know. But here's
so
another one.
This is a repeat, sorry. There are a few that we didn't mention just because like, we're not going to talk about Colleen Hoover because we talk about her so much and people love to shit on her lately and I don't even want to get started on that. So I'm just not even going to talk about her in this book or in this video. But,
yeah, I mean...
there's a ton of opinions on books on BookTok. I went on a whole tangent on the video that we just filmed about how I feel like the reading community has gotten really toxic, but these are just ones that we have read that are super popular that we feel like are definitely worth the hype.
Absolutely. So I think the first one, I'm gonna list the first and second, but it's still Lila Green Doesn't Care and Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. I loved both of these and I think they are definitely worth the read. They have really good character growth and they have really good characters and development, and I thought they were just very, very adorable and I really loved them.
First one on my list is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I've talked about this several times, including in the video that we just filmed, but I see this get talked about constantly on BookTok, and I actually ended up really liking it. I would say, like, looking at the cover, it's like light blue and it's got pretty flowers on it, and so you think it's going to be like a really light read, and it's not. It deals with a lot of kind of darker things such as like addiction and you know, child abandonment and stuff like that. Like, it's really difficult to read sometimes, but I ended up really liking the story and really liking the characters.
The next one's pink.
I know, and I guarantee that one's not super light and fluffy either. In fact, I know it's not because the main character I'm pretty sure he got shot in the last book. Jesus. Or something like that, or he got beaten. Really, I remember him getting very injured by somebody, so.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
My next one is not a specific book, just an author. I believe Emily Henry is worth all of the hype that she gets.
And that's fair.
I definitely think you should read any single thing by her. And I know plenty of people don't agree with me, but again, I don't care.
That's alright.
So Emily Henry is my next one. I also think if you're gonna read Emily Henry, I am a firm believer that you should read like them in order. Like, because they don't go in order.
Interesting.
But I
read Beach Read first.
I don't know why I feel like this. There's no reasoning behind it because you can read them in any specific order.
Because I didn't read Beach Read.
But I like Beach Read.
Yeah, I read People We Meet on Vacation. People We Met on Vacation, something like that. I read that. That's the only one I've read by her, though.
I kind of feel like you should read Beach Read first.
Okay.
And then People We Meet on Vacation. And then Book Lovers. I don't know why. It's just like a gut feeling.
You don't have to know why.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one on my list is Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I had fun reading this book. Once again, it's like, is it my favorite book of all time? No, absolutely not. But like, will I read more in the series? Probably. Like, it was,
Yay!
I had fun reading it, and I have another one by her that I've downloaded too. It's got tropes that like 18-year-old Hannah would have really loved. 25-year-old, almost 25-year-old Hannah, not so much. But I liked it for what it was, and those tropes weren't so heavy that I couldn't get past them, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like, it was very much
absolutely.
like the alpha male, which is like not my thing anymore, but like he gets over himself real quick, so I was able to move on from that, and I loved the main character, and I can definitely see why this is so popular. And so just because like it's not my preferred trope, that doesn't mean that I don't think it's worth the hype, because I think a lot of people would really enjoy it. And I enjoyed it, so
That's good.
yeah.
The next one for me was Neon Gods and Electric Idol by Katie Robert. Number one, I really, really enjoyed it. Number two, I think it's definitely, it's fun because, you know, you have the whole Greek mythology behind it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think a lot of people would enjoy it. I think it's definitely worth the hype. It definitely is a little bit more smut than, you know, plot.
That's okay.
But that's okay because it's really enjoyable and it's a fun little read. So, and I liked both of them. I did like Electric Idol a little bit more than Neon Gods, but I still really enjoyed Neon Gods. So that's why I put these on here, because I definitely think a lot of people also will enjoy them.
Next one on mine is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I went into this not at all knowing if I would like it, just because it is YA. I don't read a ton of YA anymore, but this is so goddamn popular. so popular. I feel like I hear like people talk about The Cruel Prince constantly on TikTok, and it lived up. I liked it. I had fun reading it. I'm actually rereading it again this month because I had read it when I was in either right after I had read all the ACOTAR books or in the midst of reading ACOTAR. So I didn't feel like I give it a fair shot. Like I feel like I just skimmed some parts of it, and I don't remember much of the story, so I didn't retain much of it. So I'm reading it now again to give it a fair shot and to really pay attention to it, because we have a friend who really likes the series, and so yeah, I'm reading it again right now and I'm enjoying it now just as much as I did the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one that I want to talk about is The Accidental Pinup. This one I haven't seen it recently, but it was on there on BookTok for a while there, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. I thought it was really important, and it was one of my earlier BookTok recommendations, like that I had actually found off BookTok, because most of these I had already known about when I first started like getting on BookTok. So I actually found this on BookTok.
I remember like when BookTok kind of first started and people were like, Verity by Colleen Hoover is so good. I was like, y'all, I've been on that train.
It's still crazy to me that our video from like 3.5 years ago
just recently blew up because like we read Verity right when it came out, and then now it's blowing up. Or I guess like not now, but a year ago it probably started. Yeah. Like we didn't get any views on that until like kind of recently.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah. It's so funny.
We still get comments like weekly on that video.
Yeah. It's like our highest view video. I think we have like what, 13,000 views on it or something crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Next one on my list is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. This one is another one that I read several years ago that has kind of recently started blowing up. And for good reason, because it's a great fucking book. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's one of the very few books that I give 5 stars. I'm very picky with my ratings. Very, very, very picky with my ratings. And a 5-star book means that like it's one of my all-time favorites. And this one was fantastic. You loved this one too, didn't you?
I did.
So good.
I did so much.
So every time I see somebody recommend it, I'm like, yes, taste.
Absolutely taste. Yeah. So the next one that I'm just gonna briefly talk about, because you don't really need me to tell you, ACOTAR.
Yeah, same. Ditto.
It's worth it.
This has become like an ACOTAR fan account. I feel like we need to rename our channel. The ACOTAR Babes.
The ACOTAR Babes. Bat Boy Babes.
Yeah, literally. Can we do that?
Bat Boy Babes.
Because I seriously think we could have an entire channel where we just talked about ACOTAR. Or Sarah J. Maas in general. But we could just talk about ACOTAR every single week. There's enough.
There's enough. Literally, we do talk about ACOTAR before we start filming. Yeah. Every single
Oops, we almost got through a video without talking about ACOTAR.
We almost did. But we did it!
You can never escape that series. If you're one of those people who hates ACOTAR, this is not the place for you. I love you as a person, but you cannot escape ACOTAR.
You'll get really annoyed.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Last one I want to mention is not going to be a surprise to anybody either. Also one of my all-time favorite books, The Song of Achilles. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's just a beautiful book. The way she writes is stunning. The story is stunning. I feel like whenever I think about this book, my heart like swells a little bit. I just love it so much. And every time I hear people talk about it, I'm like, yeah. Yes. That's the one.
That's the one. That's the boy right there. All right. So there you have it. Those are the ones we think are worth it, at least for right now. I'm sure we'll come back with
more. They're just our opinions. If you read any of these and you hated them, that's fine. But please be nice. Because I'm sensitive.
She's a Scentsy cupcake.
And these characters mean a lot to me.
They do. Just be nice. Be nice to my Hannah. Okay. Okay. So comment down below. Let us know what you think. Hit that like button and subscribe. And tap that notification bell so you know when we post next. Bye. Bye.